Motivation. If you ask anyone what they taught how to motivate themselves, they will probably say no. So now I'll ask you, were you taught motivation? The answer is also probably no. But why? Why were you not taught how to motivate yourself? To answer this, we need to understand what motivation really is. So join me. So, what is motivation? What's your definition? Here's mine. Motivation is the driving force behind why people choose to start, continue, or stop a particular behavior at a particular time. Motivation is present in almost every dimension of human behavior. Any decision you make is influenced by how strong your motivation was at that time. That's a big deal, a very big deal. Few driving forces are present in every aspect of our decision making, and therefore in every aspect of our life. So, in summary, motivation drives me to behave in a certain way. But this gives rise to another question. What drives motivation? If motivation is a behavior, then the behavior needs a catalyst. What drives motivation? This is where most people fall down and struggle to be motivated. They are confused as to why they don't feel motivated to do something. They believe motivation is an emotion that suddenly appears when there is something you need to do. This is not the case. Motivation is a behavior that is a consequence of a few things. I'm going to explain to you what those are and how you can control them. The first type of motivation comes from within. You do something because you personally find it interesting or enjoyable. This is called intrinsic motivation. An example is playing a sport because you love the game. The second type of motivation comes from the person, you, carrying out an activity or behavior to receive a reward or benefit. This is extrinsic motivation. An example of this is playing a sport because you want to win a trophy. So, the first type of motivation is driven by emotions and interest, intrinsic. And the second type of motivation is driven by needs and wants, extrinsic. Make sense? Rewind if you need help. You might be thinking, I know what I enjoy and I know what I want, but yet I still don't feel fully motivated. Or you might even be thinking, I feel motivated, but I still don't do anything about it. Well, that's because there's another key piece in this puzzle. And this piece basically dictates whether or not you will act upon your motivation. So here it is. Behavior is determined by your strongest mental state. To go further, in your mind, right now, different mental states are competing, and only the strongest state can determine your behavior. This explains why you can feel motivated to do something without actually doing it. That one task that you know needs doing, would you end up doing something else instead? That's what this is. In that moment, you were more motivated to do something else. That mental state was the strongest, and therefore, your behavior was dictated by that. Seems crazy, right? It's crazy. What's crazier is that most people do not know this, and thus most people will never achieve their goals because they can't understand their motivations. With this in mind, you can now start to understand why you might be struggling with motivation. By the way, don't beat yourself up for struggling with motivation. There are so many things in day-to-day life that can distract you from a strong, motivational mental state. Here are a few. Distraction. In the modern age, you are bombarded with stimulus. It is so easy for your mental state to rapidly change and thus lose focus. Negative punishment. You ever work really hard on something and get nothing at the end? This demotivates you, and if it happens constantly, it is very demotivating. Finally, for situation, don't forget, motivation is driven by needs and wants. If what you want to achieve isn't the most important thing you need or want to do right now, then that motivational state won't translate to behavior, as it will lose out to the stronger mental state. Everyone has their own obligations. They are only a few reasons why you might be lacking motivation. Stress, priorities, and beliefs can also play a part too. But there are also many other factors, and with the rise of instant gratitude due to advances in technology, your brain will convince you to mostly take the path of least resistance. This is detrimental to motivation. The question a lot of people never find the answer to is, how do I become motivated? Well, firstly, let's rephrase the question to, how can I motivate myself? This implies more responsibility, which is what we need to become more motivated. Now, to answer this question, how can I motivate myself? I have just one word: desire. The biggest driver of motivation is desire. Let me give you an example. You're in your bedroom, watching a movie. Your stomach rumbles. Suddenly, your brain desires food. If the desire to get food is greater than the desire to stay comfy on your bed, then you will be more motivated to get up and get food. The same can be applied to your goals. Now, with this brief overview in mind, here are my top 3 tips to motivate yourself. Number 1. Rewards. If you get something done that you needed to do or moves you closer towards your end goal, then reward yourself with something you desire. If it's something you strongly desire, even better. By doing this, you can rewire your brain to look forward to doing certain tasks. It can be as simple as getting a takeaway or a nice bath. Number 2. Focus. There are so many distractions today, and you need to minimize them. They will keep you from achieving your goals. Put your phone on silent, make time in your schedule, work somewhere quiet. It's up to you. Finally, rewire your desire. I'll explain this in more depth in another video, but it is completely possible to totally convince yourself that you desire something more than anything else in the world. The more intense you can make this desire, the stronger your motivation will be, and the more likely you will be to take action.